Thank you so much for staying with us. Let's hear from the Director of Publicity and Voter Education at INEC, Mr. Oluwole Osaze-Uzi, joins us now. I understand that we are unable to connect with him. But let me quickly get your view on this matter. It's been a while now that this back and forth has been going on within your group and that of the Emeka Ayi group. And as it stands now, it looks so much that there is a stalemate. Do you think that an election or re-election will suffice in this matter? All right, I understand that now. We have Mr. Oluwole Osaze-Uzi on the line joining us. Thank you so much, Mr. Oluwole Osaze-Uzi is the Director of Voter Education at INEC. Many thanks for joining us on the program. I'm very sure that you have seen this court order asking INEC to take action on the case of Anambra and the federal states. What does the commission make of this court order?
Well, we did read the court order in a couple of newspapers today and heard of it on the media. The matter is in court, and I cannot discuss the merits of it or what our approach will be. But our contention, obviously, is that we have not disobeyed any court order. We're not in breach of any court order. We're a law-abiding institution, and we will obey all local court orders. So we contend that we're not in breach of court order, and we're happy that we have been given the opportunity of going back to court on Friday to state our own side of the issue, and then the court will look at the order that was made and see whether anybody actually is in breach of that order. But we're not in breach of the order.
But again, Mr. Osaze-Uzi, one will be wondering, why is the commission not giving a statement or coming out to declare its own stand in the matter? Because we understand there was a meeting held 2 months ago, and the commission said it will come out with its own decision after approaching the Supreme Court, and that effort failed. But up to now, the commission is still silent about the matter.
Well, first of all, I'm not too sure what you mean when you say the effort failed. We asked for a certain clarification, and if you read the ruling, although the application for interpretation was struck out, I think the ruling of the Supreme Court contained a guide as to what is expected, what to be done, what the initial order of the Federal High Court did say. Having said that, not things you're going to rush into and you'll make any mistakes whatsoever about. Experts have looked at it, and certainly will make public our feelings, but both the applicant and respondents do know what the position of the law is on this matter. So we'll make that public.
Okay, what exactly are the technicalities of this matter? Why is it difficult for the commission to say, oh, the Stella Oduah group are the rightful occupant, and okay, you, the Chris Uba, you're not, or the Chris Uba, you are the rightful occupant, and Stella Oduah, you need to go home. Why has the commission not been able to come out with this position?
Sure, these are legal matters. And in legal matters, almost all legal matters have certain intricacies, and you have to be extremely careful not to be seen to be either in disobedience of one order or the other of the court. You know, for example, that in this matter, quite a number of cases have arisen, and we have to be careful about how we approach all these cases, and be careful not to give effect to one in a hurry, in a rush, give effect to one judgment and be in disobedience of another court judgment. There are several there are several cases instituted over basically the same subject matter. So one has to be careful, look at the legal intricacies, and before taking an informed position. We don't act just on a whim. We cannot act on a caprice or whims and caprices alone. We must take informed decisions and get to the best legal advice we think we can get.
Because one would be wondering, Mr. Osaze-Uzie, that after February, when the Supreme Court declined to review or give further explanation on that judgment, one would think that your meeting with your League of Legal Experts will bring you to a decision. But what happened at that meeting? I remember speaking with you on that matter.
Well, I wasn't privileged to be part of that meeting, but I know that the commission met, and certain considerations were given, and then we have to still follow our processes. There are certain observations made, and then the commission was to go back, refer it to the committee, and the committee was to make certain recommendations back to the commission in the light of certain things that were not initially, certain cases that were not initially the attention of the commission. So there are a holistic view of the matters have to be considered.
I'm very.
Sorry.
Okay, let me quickly read to you the last paragraph of the judgment from Justice Soho, saying that take further notice that if the independent...
It's not a judgment, by the way.
I mean, an order, a court order, yes. I beg your pardon. It says that yes. Take further notice that if the independent National Electoral Commission continues to disobey this order, you, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, will be held in contempt of court and liable to imprisonment. And so what is the decision that INEC will be making in regarding this order, court order?
So you know I cannot start arguing INEC's position before the court hears the position. But the only thing I can say is that that is not an order of Justice Soho. That is a notice of a consequence of disobedience of court order. It's a standard form sent by the court to anybody who is alleged to be in breach of a court order. You go back to the court. If you are in breach of a court order, you can be held after a process. There's no example for time still has to serve. You can be held in a contempt of court and be jailed or be given an opportunity to remedy if you are in breach. If you are in breach, but if the court holds you not in breach, that's the end of the matter. It will dismiss the request for contempt, because contempt is quasi-criminal. It's a very serious matter to disobey court order, and INEC, as a lawful, law-respecting institution, will not disobey any court order.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Oluwole Osaze-Uzie. You know how court orders and court injunctions and court cases could be very complex. Where I'm seeing some judgment from 2014 from presiding Judge Soho and some other court orders here. All right. We do hope that there will be some respite on these and decision being made in the next few days. Many thanks for staying with us on the program. Many thanks for being such a great company. On behalf of the team, I'm sure Kimbale. Bye for now.